Hello everyone, this is Rahul and let's begin with my bad design journey. I'll be talking about three applications here. Insomnia Cookies, which is a mobile application, changingthepresent.com, which is a non-profit organization, and Amazon.com, which we all know is an e-commerce website. Let's begin with issue 1. The problem with this application design is that they sell a limited set of products and all of them are pushed on the home page. The scroll bar is almost as long as infinity. This is a poor design because there is no search bar present, because of which user will definitely find it difficult to search for a specific item they want to order. Now, some people might argue that there are some categories present over here. But let's say I want to search for a particular cookie. I can't definitely say which category it would belong to. There is lack of control for the user, which adds to their frustration. In relevance with HCI, this application violates some HCI principles. The conceptual model is affected here as users tend to hit the search bar when they want to find a specific item. The attention principle is also violated here as the user has to look at each product one by one, and even when they come back later, they are very likely to forget where exactly the product they want was located. Here are three recommendations where the search bar can be placed. Further recommendations would include to add sensible categories and distribute the products accordingly. Adding some filters will also improve the user's experience in shortlisting what they are looking for. The next design, changingthepresent.com, which is a big NGO with over 1,000 employees. On the website, the navigation bar and the sitemap footer doesn't use optimal foreground and background colors. To support my argument, I'd like to point out that it fails the AA compliant test. Further, after logging in, there is no clear way to enter the profile page. After exploring, we understand that clicking on the username will take us to the profile screen. Also, it is situated right next to the logout button, which can accidentally cause the user to log out of the site. Also, the sort feature on every page has poor signifier design. The user has to assume and click around the text to find out the available options. And finally, inconsistent fonts are used on the web page, making the web page less attractive. With relevance to HCI, the failure of AA compliance test signifies a violation of perceptual principle and CRAP principle, wherein the C stands for contrast. Nielsen's heuristics suggest using optimum error prevention methods, but here it is very likely for the user to accidentally log out due to its close proximity to the username. This also violates Norman's two principles, mapping and signifiers, because the availability of a sort feature is not quite evident. By the courtesy of Inspect Element feature on browsers, here are some recommendations for improvement I was able to develop. Using this combination of foreground and background colors for the navigation bar and sitemap footer makes it A compliant, increasing the readability for the users. The sort by option can be made more interactive by making it look like a clickable element, as demonstrated here. Also, the problem of accidental logout while visiting our profile can be resolved by introducing a very familiar approach following our mental model. Adding a drop down on top right with some additional features, along with some relevant icons next to the labels, can be implemented. Coming to the final design problem, the Amazon website. In recent years, Amazon has seen a drop in terms of its website design. If we look at the navigation bar, the fields available are very vague. It is not categorized at all and consists of tabs like customer service, buy again feature, coupons, which are unrelatable and confuse the user. The homepage spans a wide breadth of products lacking a focal point. The user is very likely to get lost and overwhelmed by the plethora of options, only getting more confused in return. Another problem is the filters. Here's an example. If I search for laptops, the number and the type of filters will again confuse the users. Some filters, example, processor count, speed in gigahertz, coprocessor, are way more technical for a major category of people and hence not that useful. To add to this, these filters cannot be collapsed. The user has to scroll past them to find something else they are looking for. Coming to relevance with HCI, we see an increase in information access cost due to a ton of irrelevant options and recommendations. Nielsen's principles of visibility of system status is also violated here. To prove this, let's say the user added a bunch of filters. They cannot see a summary of what all filters were added. They have to scroll all the way to uncheck a filter and view other products. Here are a few recommendations. Filters. Instead of keeping all the filters and subfilters always visible, let the users decide based on the subheadings as to what filters they want to apply. This can help them stay focused and only work with what they understand, hiding the extra information. Also, whatever feature filters are selected, summarize them at the top so that they can immediately understand the results and get rid of any option directly. Lowering the information access cost is of high priority here. Coming to homepage, they can reduce the number of recommendations and try to keep a minimalist design. The navigation bar can display only the categories of products they sell, highlighting what exactly the website offers to the people. Thank you, everyone, and that's all from my end. Please feel free to reach out and let me know if there's anything I could have added in the presentation.